first point is that the benchmarking quiz I gave you last night, you should leave them with me. Okay? Because I do a benchmarking. It's not grading you or anything. Nothing at all. But leave it before you leave it here, okay? The benchmarking. Some of you left it last night, some of you didn't. Second, you know there are going to be a field trip to Israel of MBA students. MBA, MSc Finance, and PSM. Most likely it's going to be in the period of 4th to the 8th of November. We are going to visit various startups, incubators, business incubators, startups, venture capital, the Google city, the Microsoft city. Israel is filled up with, you see the entrepreneurial spirit and the innovation. I don't know if you read the book, it's worth reading. It's called The Startup Nation. It's definitely a book you will enjoy reading, and you will feel sorry for our soldiers, you will feel sorry for our schools, that, the soldiers in the army, what they do, spend 3 hours a day working on a business plan, working on a business idea, working on innovation. They don't sleep under the eucalyptus trees. Okay? Even women go to the army for 2 years, and many of them, they are fighting to go for 3 years because they believe that 3 years they can learn even more. They learn high tech, they learn software, they learn anything you can imagine. So we are organizing a trip for today. You're going to receive an email tomorrow or the day after. It's going to consist of visiting different, as I mentioned, startups, incubators, venture capital, various. We are going to visit the University of Tel Aviv. By the way, I'm teaching the same course I teach here. Probably you saw it in the I teach the same course in Tel Aviv, the International MBA. In Tel Aviv, we are going to attend some lectures. The trip will count for 3 credits, right? So you don't have to, instead of taking an elective, that will count as an elective. There is a cost share in the sense that you pay the cost of your airfare, hotel, and food. Of course, there will be some official also dinners, but CIIM pays all the other organizational costs and so on, and the lecturers and the other things that to organize this is not simple because we would be going from place to place. It's only for 3 days, the 3 days there and 4 nights, and we are negotiating with a travel agency to get the lowest possible fares and hotels and all that kind of stuff. Okay. The priority is the MBA students, they are in this class. If we are going to take 25 students, if this is not filled up, the 25 with the MBA students, then we allow also MSc. Now the MSc Finance is different, they're allowed their priority along with the MBA and the PSM. Yes?
There's the exam before.
Yeah. The ethics exam is on the 4th of November.
Don't worry.
No.
Cancel it if you want.
Do not worry. Okay. We will. Okay. I should have told you also. You have the chance to take the course, the ethics course in Tel Aviv, right? When I teach it there in March. But in any case, already I asked in the Nicosia class how many people are interested, and already 15 people from there they express interest. I will ask the same question to you, and my suggestion, I have done a similar trip myself with 2-3 colleagues, and they tell you, I'm in different persons since I did this one. And honestly, you see a different world completely. And I would strongly, probably I would go with you. but there is, they will send you a lot of more information about it. I just want preliminary to see how many of you might be interested to take the retreat.
When again?
It's for 2 days. It's going to be 4 days, 4 nights and 3 days. It's a program from the morning to the evening. And I tell you, I guarantee you it's going to be a life-changing experience. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? The reason I'm asking also is to see whether we all should operate into the MSc.
I'm doing the MSc in finance, so I have a priority, right?
Yes, the MSc Finance, MBA, and MPSM is the group for whom we are making.
Okay.
There is another one we will make it specifically for the MSc Management and HR later on. However, if we don't complete the 25 people from among you and the Nicosia group, then we will add on the first come, first served basis some of the MSCs. But my preference is for the MBAs, and based on 12 here and 15 in Nicosia, it's 27, so we are close. But in the next few days, you are going to get the details. Now, you wonder how much it will cost. It's going to cost something for you, has something between 600 and 800 euros for the. We're trying to get it to 650 or 7. We'll see for the airfare and for the hotel. Now, for food is anywhere you are, you have to have food. Okay, so this is the. But you also attend lectures, and as I said, it counts for 3 ECTS, electives, 3 ECTS. Okay, now a question for you. Imagine you stand next to a railway. Railway? You know it's a railway.
Don't say
No, that's okay. Cyprus is not the center of the universe, despite what we all secretly believe. Anyway, so you are next to a railway, and a train is coming. Train is coming at high speed, and you see in front on the railways there are 5 workers working. And you know that in any moment the train will hit them and kill them. You see it coming. In another rail, next to it, there is only 1 person working there. You are standing next to you are very close to what you call that, the lever. The lever that if you pull the lever down, the train goes towards the side where there is only 1 worker working. If you don't do anything, it will go on this lane and kill 5 people. If you pull it down, it will go there, that lane, and will kill only 1 person. Would you pull the lever or not?
So we have 5 deaths or 1 death?
Yes.
Of course, if you pull the lever.
You pull the lever, okay?
Can you just scream and warn me?
No, there's no other thing you can do, just the only thing you have time for.
As he was describing to us the whole scenery, I thought 2 things. The one was saying it's the 1 person's luck that the train is going to the other rail. So why interfering with his luck? And the other thing is like, okay, do what the majority will say, okay, it's better to lose 1 life instead of 5. And change it.
Okay.
So this is a 2 minimize.
Minimize the death.
I think if you pull the rail, you are the one who's killing that person. So you take the responsibility for his
Okay,
life.
but you say 5.
Why not God?
Huh?
Why not God? Shout.
Do you know, it may be God put you there precisely to save those 5 people. And you did nothing? My God, you failed God in that case. What are you talking about? Yes.
Yeah, look, who is young and who's old. So if there are 5 people are old and the one is young, I'll let them die and save the guy.
According if some of the people are, they lost their hair and I think they are all very young.
You pull the rail, so it goes
Put
to
the
one.
lever, yeah.
Yeah, lever, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just quickly run to that person and push it away. So you try to save that one person.
There is no time.
So that is not the.
No, we-
Okay. Yes.
If I was in Germany, I wouldn't pull that lever.
You then. Like Cyprus, you would.
In Greece, yeah.
Why?
There's no railway.
In Germany, the chances are that those railway workers, the 5, know that the train is coming and they're working until the last minute.
How many people will pull the lever? To save 5 and sacrifice 1. How many? The rest, what you are going to do? The rest, you are not going to do. Just this.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's not an easy answer.
Of course I know this answer. This course is not, neither this course, nor you, nor me, not anyone here is made for easy answers.
If I can see the why those men cannot see the train coming.
They cannot. They
They can't hear, they can't.
because there's a light further down, and the train, the light didn't work, or the light shows green instead of red, and the train is coming, and there's no time, and you happen to be next to a lever. You pull it or you don't. Would you sacrifice 5 people to save, sacrifice 1 person to save 5 or not?
We were talking yesterday about creating value for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So whether 5 or 1, somebody is.
So it's the same. What about sacrificing 1 to save 1,000? Would you do it? Have you seen the movie where a mother struggled her own child so the Nazis would not fight the group of 10 people or whatever? So you wouldn't even sacrifice 1 to save a whole nation? Who?
Who is the one?
Huh?
It's my brother or my
No, we didn't come to that yet. We have a question like this. But the question I want you to really take a position. On the one you have 1, the other you have thousands. Are you going to sacrifice 1 to save thousands or not?
Yes.
How many people? Okay. Yes, 80%. What about the rest of you? You would not, yeah, what do you?
It depends. If I was president elected by...
You are not the president, you are an individual, you are you.
Wait a moment to see my point.
Yes.
If I was elected by the people of this country to make this choice, I was responsible to make this choice, I would sacrifice the 1 in order to save the 5.
Okay.
But I'm not responsible. I can't take this burden for something that I'm not responsible to decide for.
So you can sleep at night knowing that you could have saved 1,000 people just by pulling it, and you didn't, and you let.
Even if it's 1,000.
Huh?
If it's 1,000, it's different.
Oh, it's 1,000 is different. What about if it's 100?
Okay, now I see the point.
No, I think that one person has a right to stay alive.
But I ask you, you yourself, you are facing a dilemma. Pull the lever or not pull the lever? There is no other choice. Either you pull it or you don't pull it.
It depends. The question here, if it's about just a lever,
Just a lever.
I would pull it. But say, for example, cancer cure.
No.
You
Yeah, but
could kill 1,000 persons and save millions.
yeah, but let's not.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
What he's saying, it's the same thing. You're still going to sacrifice someone for the better or the greater good. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
You would do it. You would do it.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't sacrifice 1,000 to save millions.
I wouldn't kill, say for example, in this question, those 1,000 persons. If you willingly kill 1,000 persons to save millions, you don't have the right to kill those 100,000.
But you are killing a million.
Killing a million, it's the same thing.
I'm not killing no one.
Huh?
I'm not killing no one.
But you are. As far as it depends on.
There's a big difference.
No. You have a choice. Do you know something? Here, George is buying this from himself every day. You know why? Why is he buying this from himself every day?
Selfish.
Huh?
He's not buying me one.
No. Why is he buying this from himself every day? Like you do the same with yours. Why? He has a chance to sell it, and he doesn't. So he keeps. He has the option. When you have an option, you have a responsibility. You have an option to pull the lever. You do it or you don't.
For me personally, I'm thinking if I was at that moment, if I had at least some percentage of an intuition that anything would save the other people, I wouldn't. But if it's a dilemma of yes or no, then
You say yes or no. You pull it or you don't pull it.
So just one small thing from my end, even if it was one person and two people, I'll still pull the lever. The fact you're saving two lives instead of one, still.
Yes.
I will not.
Why?
Because I believe in destiny, first, and then I'm not able to choose. Because for me, the question is to kill or not to kill.
I believe in. I believe in destiny too, and your destiny was to be put in position to save 5 people, and you did not follow your destiny.
The question for me is to kill or not to kill.
Yes, but you killed 5 people.
By my action,
You killed 5 people. You killed 5 people by your inaction. By your action.
I cannot see the state I do that.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Would you want to say, if President Christofias could prevent the thing from Marie happening, but in the process of trying to prevent it, for example, by destroying the thing, there was a small danger that someone would be killed.
It's different, the danger and the fact. I mean, for sure people will die.
Say one, there's a chance.
Risking, it's one thing, and knowing for sure that they will be killed is a different thing.
So if you know let's say he knew for sure that one person might be killed.
It's not his call.
Huh?
Person. I mean, it's not his call.
But if for killing, but by inaction, the point is by the inaction we are killing people. You know, that's what you want to understand. Anyway,
I think that the conclusion of this is that we are responsible from what we do and for what we don't
do. Of course. Anyway, now but I got your hands here, and approximately 80% said they will put the lever. Kill 1 to save 5. Now, I will change the little bit. You are not next to the lever. You are on a footbridge above the railway. Right? You see the train coming, the same train, 5 people on the line, right? 5 people on the line working. There is nobody working on the other one. And in front of you, there is a big, fat man. Much fatter than me. On the footbridge like this. And looking down. Big fat.
Stop the train.
And you are behind him. And you see the train coming, the 5 people is there, and you know, a little bit of a push. He falls over, and you derail the train to the other line, where there is nobody there. Again, it's sacrificing 1 person versus saving 5.
These are facts. If they push him, they will be safe.
Yes, all these are facts.
If we don't push him, they will die.
Yes.
You have stopped in the middle of the train when there is runs and they don't stop the train. The fat man will stop the train.
Where's the hypothetical scenario?
Wait. Okay. Take this apart that it will happen. How many of you now will push the fat man over the bridge? Again, it's 1 versus 5, right? How many people? You want to say?
Can we push
Why
him?
don't you jump?
Yes, but I am.
Ask people like to jump.
I'm a thin person, very thin. Okay, so,
Why don't we make it more difficult and say nice lady or beautiful lady?
okay, just tell me, how many of you push the fat man over? It's again 1 versus 4. What happened? Εφηράσετε? What happened? now I see only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons. Before, there were more like 20, 25. How much? There are only 6 now. Tell me, can you explain this?
Yes. But your direct action was ending up killing a person.
So the Americans who sit and press a button with a tomahawk and kill people is not the same as if you shoot at someone.
Yes. The reason why everybody acts like this is because we're biased. We know if the emphasis was that he was fat and ugly, and there is a bias.
No, there wasn't ugly. It was not ugly. He was very good looking. He was just big enough to stop a train. That's all.
So,
He wasn't ugly. He was very good looking.
okay.
But you can't see from behind, so you could kill.
No. I said it's a big man in order to derail the train. He will be big enough to derail the train. Okay.
I think the difference is that in the first case, you are not interacting with the actual human beings and with some kind of mechanism that will eventually affect them, but it doesn't directly concern you with them. Second case, you push some person. You do it.
The result is the same, of course. The math is the same.
Maybe.
1 versus 5. 1 versus 1,000.
Logic, it is, but you are what you feel.
Okay, so if you could push it, this one man, and save 1,000 or 1,000,000, you wouldn't do it.
For me, it's the same thing because both occasions need a certain fucking zeal.
Yeah. Okay.
Same thing.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm still a method anyway.
Let's see.
Part 1. Alright, you're near some train tracks. Go there in your mind.
Okay.
There are 5 workers on the tracks working. They've got their backs turned to the trolley, which is coming in the distance.
You mean they're repairing the trolley?
They are repairing the
This is
track.
unbeknownst to them, the trolley is approaching.
They don't see it. You can't shout to them.
Okay.
And if you do nothing,
It's an audio, not a
here's
video.
what'll happen. 5 workers will die.
Oh my God! That was a horrible experience. I don't want that to
No,
happen.
you don't, but you have a choice. You can do A, nothing, or B, it so happens next to you is a lever. You pull the lever and the trolley will jump onto some side tracks where there is only 1 person working.
So if the trolley goes on the second track, it will kill the one guy.
Yeah, so there's your choice. Do you kill 1 man by pulling a lever, or do you kill 5 men by doing nothing?
Well, I'm going to pull the lever.
Naturally. Alright, here's part 2. You're standing near some train tracks, 5 guys are on the tracks, just as before, and there is the trolley coming right
The same 5 guys working on
Same
the track.
5 guys.
Backs to the train, they can't see anything.
Yeah, exactly. However, I'm gonna make a couple changes. Now you're standing on a footbridge that passes over the tracks. You're looking down onto the tracks. There's no lever anywhere to be seen, except next to you, there is a guy.
What do you mean there's a guy?
A large guy, large individual, standing next to you on the bridge, looking down with you over the tracks, and you realize, wait, I can save those 5 workers if I push this man. Give him a little tap. He'll land on the tracks and
And he stops the train.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
But surely you realize the math is the same.
You mean I'll save 4 people this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this time I'm pushing the guy. Are you insane? No.
Alright, here's the thing. If you ask people these questions, and we did, starting with the first, is it okay to kill 1 man to save 5 using a lever? 9 out of 10 people will say.
Yes. 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 Yeah.
But if you ask them, is it okay to kill 1 man to save 5 by pushing the guy? 9 out of 10 people will say.
No.
It is practically universal.
Educational level, no effect. Male versus female, no effect.
That's Mark Hauser, a professor at Harvard. He actually posed the trolley scenarios to hundreds of thousands of people on the internet and found the same thing. Everyone agrees. Then he took it a step further and asked them why. Why is murder because that's what it is. Why is murder okay when you're pulling a lever, but not okay when you're pushing the guy? And what he found is that consistently, people have no clue.
They don't understand what drove their judgments, which were completely spontaneous and automatic and immediate. And once they kind of appreciate the dilemma they're now in of lack of consistency, the whole thing basically begins to unravel.
Pulling the lever to save the 5. I know that feels better than pushing the 1 to save the 5. But I don't really know why. So there's a good moral quandary for you.
And if, as we said in the beginning, having a moral sense is a unique and special human quality, then maybe we, us two humans anyway, you and me, should at least inquire as to why this happens. And I happen to have met somebody who has a hunch. He's a young guy at Princeton University, wild curly hair, bit of mischief in his eye. His name is Josh Green. All right. And he spent the last few years trying to figure out where this inconsistency comes from.
How do people make this judgment? Forget whether or not these judgments are right or wrong, just what's going on in the brain that makes people distinguish so naturally and intuitively between these two cases, which from an actuarial point of view are very, very, very similar, if not identical.
What Josh does is he invites people into this room, has them lie down on what is essentially a cot on rollers, and he rolls them into the machine. Their heads are braced, so they're sort of stuck in it. Have you ever done this?
Oh yeah, several times.
And then he tells them stories. He tells them the same two, trolley tales that you told before. And then at the very instant that they're deciding whether I should push the lever or whether I should push the man, at that instant, the scanner snaps pictures of their brains. And what he found in those pictures was, frankly, a little startling. He showed us some.
I'll show you some stuff. Okay, let me think.
The picture that I'm looking at is a sort of it's a brain looked, I guess, from the top down.
Yeah, it's top down and sort of sliced, like a deli slicer.
And the first slide that he showed me was a human brain being asked the question, would you pull the lever? And the answer in most cases was yes.
Yeah, I'd pull the lever.
When the brain's saying yes, you'd see little kind of peanut-shaped spots of yellow.
This little guy right here and these two guys right there.
The brain was being active in these places. And oddly enough, whenever people said yes to the lever question, the very same pattern lit up. Then he showed me another slide. This was a slide of brain saying no.
No, I would not push the man.
I will not push the large man. And in this picture, this one we're looking at here, it was a totally different constellation of regions that lit up. This is the no crowd.
I think this is part of the no crowd.
So when people answer yes to the lever question, there are places in their brain which glow?
But when they answer no, I will not push the man, then you get a completely different part of the brain lighting up.
Even though the questions are basically the same. Well, what does that mean? And what does Josh make of this?
Well, he has a theory about this.
A theory not proven, but I think this is what I think the evidence suggests.
He suggests that the human brain doesn't hum along like one big unified system. Instead, he says maybe in your brain, every brain, you'll find little warring tribes, little subgroups. One that is sort of doing a logical sort of counting kind of thing.
You've got one part of the brain that says, 5 lives versus 1 life. Wouldn't it be better to say 5 versus 1?
And that's the part that would glow when you answer, yes, I'd pull the lever.
Yeah, pull the lever.
But there's this other part of the brain, which really doesn't like personally killing another human being, and gets very upset at the fat man case and shut.
Okay. You got it?
I think it was cut short, though, yeah.
Okay, it was cut short. Okay, but the point is that there is something psychological. This is another bias we have, that there are certain things that we can do. If things are from a distance, you are a civil servant, for example. You make decisions that may cause people to die, from starvation, perhaps, from war, from all kinds of things. You don't feel any guilt. Right? It's not like when you actually go and kill them, even though the result's exactly the same. Do you understand the difference, the problem? That how you can cause a lot of damage to people simply because, even though what we are committing is a murder, even through policies. Nevertheless, we don't feel like it's a murder, because we actually did not go and kill the person. The people on the U.S. ships that they send the Tomahawks with the computers, you press the button, they don't feel that they actually killed the person.
Because they don't see those persons.
If when I was in the war, and I was in the war with the 24, I killed a person, this with me all my life.